Welcome back. All right, Montreal and Washington. Game 5 tonight. The Montreal Canadiens exceeded expectations by making the playoffs. I got wrapped up in it. I absolutely did. I thought, you know what? Here we go. But tonight's game, let's discuss, and then I'll have a little bit of a chat at the end. Dobesh versus Thompson. Protas returns to the lineup. Not that he got on the score sheet tonight. Early jump for the Caps. Good forechecking as well. Not a surprise. Dubois is a wrister that's kicked aside. Carlson's denied. The Habs were on their heels early in this one. Kapanen has a rush chance that's held. Van Riemsdyk fires one wide on a rush. The shots on net are only one apiece 4 minutes in. So Montreal's doing a good job of keeping Washington away from the net at this point. Suzuki's denied and close. The rebound's held. Then there's a pad save on Matheson. The Caps clear after that. Strome to Sandin gets blocked out. Things get pushed and a hold by Logan Thompson. Demidov has a net drive that's blocked. Gouli has a shot that's saved and held. And I thought Montreal was doing a good job of playing what I term as desperate hockey. Attacking, lots of chances being taken, and just trying to get that lead in a game that you absolutely have to win or you're going home. Chychrun has a shot that's blocked as the Caps then get some pressure. We get a power play from Montreal. They cycle. Suzuki can't bury a rebound. There's a shorthanded rush by Protas. The fans call when the referee doesn't, so the referee sucks, but pretty soon after, 32 seconds of 4-on-4. So the fans, I still think that chant has an effect on the referee, and so we do get a 4-on-4. Sandin fires one high on a rush, and then after it becomes a Caps power play, they score. At 9-12, Ovechkin, it's a face-off win and in. Strome with the assist. That was only the second shot on net, but it's Ovechkin. So that makes it 1-0 Capitals. While that was the second shot for Washington, Montreal had 8 to that point of the first period. Armia to Kapanen, there's a near miss there, and then at 11:15, it's a cross-ice pass. It's roofed with Dobesh down. Chychrun scores this one from Dubois and Wilson, and that was only the fourth shot on net for the Washington Capitals, and it marked their second goal of the game. Habs look to respond. Anderson fires one wide. Matheson has a chance to deflects out. Wilson's absolutely robbed. Dobesh holds there. So if maybe he was a bit out of position on that second goal, Dobesh was excellent the rest of the way in the first period. Habs go back to the power play. They cycle. Hudson has a one-timer that's saved. Power plays, they clear it. The power play's killed off, and Montreal was a post away from making it a 2-1 game. But posts aren't shots on net. Not counted as shots on net. Strome to Ovechkin near miss. Ovechkin then has a rush chance that's kicked aside. Beauvillier's denied. Things get pushed and a hold by Dobesh. And then McMichael's denied on a breakaway. So after the first period, it's 2-0 for Washington. Caps fans probably feeling pretty good about their chances at that point. And we go to the second. Good early forechecking by Montreal. Dowd has a net drive chance that's saved. Protas has a chance that's blocked as the Caps press. The Habs D-men kept sending the puck towards their own net at this point in the game. I would qualify that as a no-no. If you like passing the puck to your goaltender, maybe do it during practices or in between plays, not during the play. So the Habs press at 2.5 minutes. The shots are 4-1 Washington, though, 4 minutes into the period. Caps draw a power play. There's an early clear. Ovechkin has a shot that deflects out. There's a shorthanded 3-on-1 for Montreal. Gouli's denied there. A shorthanded Dvorak chance gets saved. There's a late cycle. That power play's killed off. The Caps press after it's done. Caulfield fires one high from the slot. The Habs press at 9 minutes. Alexiev has a net drive chance. That's held. Leonard then has a net drive that's defended. The fans want a call, so the referee's informed that he sucks. I stopped using the counter, and suddenly the chance back. Anderson's denied. The Caps rush. It's the only superpower apparently I have. How useless. But yeah, the Caps rush. The shots are 7-4 Caps with 7 minutes left. McMichael then has a slot shot that's kicked aside. The Habs press with 6 minutes left. Then with 3:19 left, Montreal takes a penalty. Caps to the power play, and it does not take long. At 16:59, after a wraparound by Wilson is saved, or by Carlson is saved, Wilson gets the goal. Wilson scores from Carlson and Strome. So at 16:59, it becomes 3-0 for Washington. And that, for me, is where the game is kind of done. The idea that Montreal would be able to generate enough chances for 3 goals, I had a hard time envisioning that with how well I thought Washington was playing at this point. The Caps press for another. Suzuki then has a rush chance. That's caught and held. And I put right here, Caps 20 minutes from the second round. So 3-0 Washington after 2, third period. Ovechkin has a 96.5 mile per hour shot that's blockered aside. We then get things get pushy on an offside by the Capitals. The Caps press at 2 minutes, but then at 2:40, Heineman gets his first goal of the playoffs. He tips in a net feed by Armia. Kapanen with the assist, so fourth line combines there, and it makes it 3-1. Adds a little bit of intrigue. The Caps look to respond. Carrier then fires one high from the slot. Hudson fires wide on a net drive. The Habs press 5 minutes in. Things get pushed in a hold by Thompson. Logan Thompson earned his money in this game. Anderson can't bury one from the doorstep. Thompson holds again. Shots are 6-1 Montreal at 6.5 minutes. No one can say Montreal just gave up and rolled over in this one. Matheson has a rush chance that's blockered aside. The Habs press at 8.5 minutes, and with 9 minutes left, the shots are up to 10-2 for the Montreal Canadiens. So, good effort. Ovechkin has a rush chance that's saved. Things get pushed in a hole by Dobesh. Sandin has a point shot that's held. The Habs resume pressure with 6.5 minutes left. Protas to Duhaime, near miss the other way. The goalie pull happens with 3.5 minutes left because, well, you need two. Glove save on Hudson. Suzuki has a slot chance that's blocked, and then Thompson denies Suzuki on his next opportunity. The Habs call a timeout with 1:36 left. Damidov heads off an empty net goal for Washington, but he can't head off everything. Duhaime ends up getting an empty netter from McMichael at 19:34. It was a hotly contested series at points. Montreal put up a good fight. Washington wins this series in 5 games. And for Montreal, it's a young team. We know that they're going to be back. I think this is a good experience for them. And I'll probably find myself rooting for them next season. I will. And I say that openly. And I didn't think that was the thing that would ever happen. But here I am. The shots on net, 11-9 Washington in the first, 9-6 Washington in the second, 14-8 Montreal in the third. Final shots, 29-28 for Montreal. The power plays, the Habs 0 for 2, Washington 2 for 3. The hits 44-29 in favor of Montreal. So Montreal out-hit him and outshot him. The effort's there. Dobesh saves 24 out of 27. I do wonder, and I mean, you can look back at this and say, well, if Montembeault plays, do they win? Probably not. I don't think Dobesh cost them a game. I know he didn't steal them a game either, but it's good experience for him too. And Logan Thompson. Coming into this series, and when I did the preview, that was with Thompson out and thinking, all right, so if it's Lindgren against Montembeault, I like Montembeault. By the end of this series, it's Dobesh against Thompson. Thompson, obviously the better of the two goaltenders. He saves 28 out of 29 tonight. His numbers coming out of this series are excellent, and it means we get Washington and Carolina in the second round. Now, the last time I checked, Washington and Carolina don't like each other a whole lot, so look for a series preview for that coming up. I would think I could probably throw one together tomorrow, and we can discuss, even if we don't know the schedule. And that's why, tomorrow I'm saying it maybe, because I don't think we'll know the schedule. My guess is that Washington-Carolina starts on Saturday. That is my guess. If you look at your NHL app, it'll load up like all these Game 7s if they're needed. We're not going to need those Game 7s. My guess is that Washington-Carolina starts on Saturday. But we'll see. Personally, I still like the idea of not having overlapping rounds at all and letting Washington and Carolina wait for Monday and then have them play on Monday, which is where the second round would be starting. My guess, though, is that they'll start it on Saturday. We shall see. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And Montreal fans, I think you got to be proud of this team. You do. I don't think anybody expected Montreal to be in the playoffs. I certainly didn't. I thought, if they can finish above 500, great. And they gave Washington a good fight. Literally, there were some good fights in this series. And I think Jack-Eye won himself a little bit of confidence and maybe a permanent spot in that top 6 on the blue line. So, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always. I will talk to you again soon.